Hello and welcome to Horse and Country TV's How to Prepare Yourself and Your Horse for Cross Country. I'm Sharon Hunt and believe that safety is paramount, and I'm going to show you the various different pieces of equipment I use to help me be safe. So before we look at the safety equipment for my horses, let's look at what I wear myself. Make sure you have good quality boots and chaps that are quite tough to be able to protect you in case you have a fall. Again, I wear a long sleeve top to be able to protect my arms and my shoulders just in case I have a fall. I wear an HS1 hat which is top standard and protects my head from big blows. It has up to spec padding and insulation for comfort and also for safety protection. We have to wear medical armbands which has all my details in them with my doctor, etc., in case we have any accidents. I choose to wear a race safe body protector which is incredibly comfortable, but again will take any hefty blows that I might have. But the newest invention now, which I also wear over the top of my body protector, is this air jacket. Now these are fantastic as they blow up if you fall off before you hit the ground, which can be extremely softening if you have a hefty fall. So we've looked at what I wear for cross country. Now let's look at what Cavalier Bertie is wearing for cross country. I use a good quality bridle at making sure the stitching is all intact. I use rubber covered reins to make sure I've got a bit more grip, and a good breastplate which clips onto the saddle and underneath and stops the saddle pulling back. I use a pelham on this horse with a curb chain. You could also put a rubber cover behind it to make it a little bit softer, and it's just a single straight bar. I use up to various different bits, gags included, and this is an American gag with a Waterford mouthpiece which I find is good on the very strong horses. I then use good cross-country boots. These are quite soft and they fit around the horse's leg well, but yet give good protection. I like to use a single flap saddle which has only got 2 straps. Some people prefer to use overgirths as well. I like the single flap as it gives you much more of a close contact feel and you feel that much closer to the horse. I have to use studs for grip. We have different types of studs. I use 2 studs in each foot to help balance. In the event of very hard ground, I use these little studs with tungsten tips, and I'd use a slightly bigger stud behind, again with a tungsten tip but a little bit bigger. If the ground's incredibly wet and I need a lot more grip, I use these big studs, and they can go even bigger than this to help grip, and I'd probably use these behind and something more along the lines of these, or maybe even bigger in front. To demonstrate putting a stud in, I'll show you. We plug the stud holes before the competition with cotton wool, which are quite easy to pull out. And it saves time when you're at a competition trying to get them in at the competition. Okay, so we have to just screw them in till they're nice and tight. And hopefully the stud holes have been tapped well, so they're easy to do. I use an adjustable spanner and tighten them up, but be careful not to over tighten. So as soon as you feel some tension, I do it a little bit more and that's it. You can actually damage a horse's foot by over tightening, because the stud can then go through to the foot. Then that's tight enough and he's ready to go. So that's how we prepared for cross country. He's safe and I'm safe. We need to think about his aftercare after the cross country, but that's a whole different video. To keep up to date with my blogs, look at me on horseandcountry.tv. See you later.